Hello. So, this is meant to be me going to school as a normal teacher, my last day until isolation kicks in. However, the government have recently announced the key worker staff list, and it is comprehensive. Basically, most children's parents are on the list in some capacity, from what I can see. There's not very many jobs that aren't on there. And also, how are we going to police this? If a parent says that they work in Tesco's on the till, do we believe them? Do we need proof? What are we going to do? I mean, astronauts aren't on the list, so if any parents are astronauts, they can look after their children. Musicians, I see that, so if anyone works in the Royal Philharmonic, they can look after their children. But originally it said for the students or the children of parents of key workers or vulnerable students. So originally we were thinking 20, 30, 40, 50 children. Now it could be anyone. It could be everyone. I have no idea what's going on. Which means that the government have no indication of coming out and saying that we are to slow down the spread of this virus, because basically everyone carry on going to work. But if you can stay at home, stay at home. But we need you to stay at your work. And then if you are working from home, look after your children. Unless you have to go to work. Because you're vital to the country. I just don't get it. So schools are closed to everyone apart from those that have jobs. And then if you have a job, and both parents have a job, then you are allowed to send your child into school. And in this time of where people need money, most people will choose to send their children to school so that they can have a job. Oh, this is only going to get worse before it gets better. I will keep you updated if there's anything new that comes out today and we have any indication of how many students I have coming to school on Monday from a school of 1,500. I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm back from school now, but got a bit more clarification about what we're going to be doing at school. So out of the vulnerable students that were meant to be coming in next week, about 15% have agreed that they're going to do it, which, you know, could go up, could go down, don't know, which is only about 6, 7, something like that. In terms of the key worker kids, don't know. So like I said this morning, could be 20, 30, 40, 50, could be 500. They've actually extended the key worker policy so that if you have a parent that is a key worker, then you can send them into school, not two. So it was that if you had one key worker and the other parent wasn't, then the other parent should be looking after that child, making sure they don't go into school. But now, if you've got one parent that's a key worker and the other one isn't, they can carry on going into work. Not a problem. You know, carry on earning money. Don't worry about this whole social distancing nonsense. You know, it's only killing people, this virus. So, don't know. In terms of school, we were all going in on Monday, seeing how many turn up, and then we've divided up so that most staff should only be in for one day a week, and possibly a reserve day just in case. We've got about 150 staff and about 20 are coming in each day, but obviously some of those may be self-isolating each day, so that 20 could become 15, 13, 12, 10, don't know. Obviously it all depends on how many kids come in. Just don't know. Today we only had years 7 to 10 in, so 11 to 14 year olds, and about 60% of who could come in were in, which is really quite low. So the year 11s that were meant to be having the last day were trying to get into school, even though most of them didn't want to be there when they were meant to be there. So, you know, we had to have, you know, tell them multiple times, go home, you're meant to be at home. That's the whole point of this whole social distancing thing, is you're not meant to be in big crowds. And, you know, by doing that, you could be saving lives. So, I will stay indoors as much as I possibly can. I'll be keeping you updated with what we're doing, what we're doing to keep the kids entertained, what we're doing to keep them educated, energized, exercised, all of that. We'll see what happens on Monday and how many kids, you know, are coming in, how many parents are staying off looking after their kids, you know, whether the astronauts and the musicians are keeping their kids at home or whether they're sending them in and saying they actually work in Tesco's so they can work at the Philharmonic. I don't know. We'll see what happens, and then, you know, I'll keep you posted for Monday.